Hello, everyone. Hello, me. I hope you can. Oh, wait, I'm just muted my mic. There we go. We don't want that. Oh gosh. All right. Let me get my little self together. I am struggling this morning. I am so sorry, y'all. Um, yes, I'm just gonna wait for a few more people to get here, and we shall commence. But before we begin, I just want to say hello, beautiful butterfly. Yes, let me move some stuff out of the way here. All right. My name is, oh, can you hear me? I just did something to my mic. I hope you can still hear me. So my name is Alecia Lott. Hello, welcome. And my channel is for anyone who would like to have a journaling routine that is messy, minimalist, and low budget. And for those of you who love to use journaling for mental health and growth and feelings and stuff. So what I realized this week is that, and I hate to say this, but bullet journaling itself, yes, this is going to be a plan with me session. I hope if you are a bullet journaler, such as myself, you are more than welcome. And if you are working on something else this morning, this is all about just planning together and just like coming together in this space and just, getting our week started off right. So I've realized that I really don't have that much of a passion for bullet journaling as a hobby, maybe the way that other people do, as far as like being more decorative in your journals and making sure that everything looks really pretty and collecting stickers and markers and all of those things. I don't really care about that. I do my planning once a week and then I'm done with it, and I don't really even I don't put much thought into it beyond that. So you've probably noticed that from my previous videos if you watched that. So I finally kind of fully said that out loud and realized that about myself. Like, I don't really, I care about it, but I don't. So anyway, hello. So this video is I wanted to kind of have our theme of the week be a little bit about planning those annual things and let me show you my journal. I got it off to the side here. I'm so sorry. I set up my, uh, look at my little weekly spread. All right, I set up my little live stream setup 5 minutes ago. I'm so proud of myself that I set it up as quickly as I did, but at the same time, I'm still working on stuff. Anyway, so this week's video theme is going to be that I am wanting to pay more attention to things that we screw up on an annual basis. And the reason it is for that, hey, hello, Eugene. The reason that I want to focus on that is because if you are a subscriber, you may have noticed that I did not do a video for this past Friday. I usually do this live stream on Sundays, and then I do a video on Friday. I was going to do it. I did this whole announcement last Sunday. I was going to do this whole thing. Oh, hey, yes. And so I just ended up not doing it. Just skipped it. And the reason for that is that I was sick. I was actually really sick. So I last week I was suffering from some allergy symptoms. I kept rubbing my nose, and my nose was really itchy, and just the pollen was coming in and just affecting me. But at the time I thought it was really cute, and I just thought, oh yeah, whatever. It's my nose itches, it'll go away. It's whatever. But the thing is that allergy symptoms also that affects your respiratory system, that affects the way that the air gets into your body, the way that oxygen gets into your body, and then the red blood cells carry it around and take it to all of your body parts. That's how your body works. And I have sickle cell anemia, or disease. I don't know what to call it. So I have sickle cell disease. I'm gonna leave it in the chat here, and you can Google it, because if I try to explain it, it's going to take too long. But the gist of it is that basically the red blood cells in your body, when you have sickle cell, they are not as strong as people with normal red blood cells, and they aren't able to carry the blood around, or the oxygen around your body, as well as people who are healthier. And also they're not as strong. they don't work as well. And also they just, yeah, they break down very easily. So what happened was the allergy symptoms affected the sickle cell. So on Tuesday, I ended up having a rib infarction. So basically that, this is just, really, this is really lighthearted stuff to be talking about on Sunday morning. But essentially, I had pain in my rib cage. It was very painful. And if you think about just moving your body around in any sort of way, that your rib cage is probably moving as well. So I was in a lot of pain probably Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday because of that. And then Thursday, Friday, I wasn't in pain anymore, but then I was just really tired because my red blood cells had broken down to the point of just, yeah, I just didn't have as much oxygen flowing through my body. So I was just like dead. I was just so I say all that to say I have allergy symptoms every year, and this affects me every single year, but I do not plan for that. And it's like, why? Like, why can't I just take a Benadryl or whatever and just be ready? Like, this is not, So I want us to, just be more mindful of that. Think of what are things that we forget to do every year. What are ways that we forget to take care of ourselves every year? What are things um, that stress us out every year? And what are things that make us feel overwhelmed? What are things that we spend too much money on every year that we could maybe save up for? What are things that we forget to buy? I'm really bad about remembering to buy winter clothing. And then I end up wearing just like the same little ratty stuff every year. So yeah, what are those things for you? I want you to think about that this week, and maybe we can make a plan for that. So I wrote some things down. The only thing that I did, and you can see my weekly spread, I was very tired. I didn't do a whole lot. If you look at my habit tracker, I did write. But yes, what I did as far as my uh, just remembering for next year to take medication, I just wrote in my future log, hey, take medicine. So yes, there are some other ways that we can avoid, hopefully, mishaps that happen annually. So I wrote them down. So one way would be to do a brain dump every year, or yeah, maybe once a year you do like a little brain dump, maybe in January, and you could say, what do I what do I tend to forget? What do I run out of every year that just really messes up my whole life? Things like that. Another thing you could do is set up a calendar for recurring events. So maybe you have like a special Google calendar, or you could do like your annual checkup calendar for your medical stuff, which I should do. I don't do that either. Um, or you could do like a seasonal planning journal page. Or yeah, so that's one thing I want to do. Like maybe have, I don't know, a fall page in my journal, maybe my next journal, because I'm starting to already run out. But yeah, just something where it's like, okay, fall, I'm gonna prepare for Halloween, or I don't know, whatever. Springtime, I will take my allergy medication, and then I will, plan things for summer. Blah blah blah. Third thing might be to create a journal. Excuse me, to set quarterly planning sessions. So maybe like every March 1st, you could plan for spring. Every June 1st, you plan for summer, so on. Another way might be to make sticky notes in your calendar, you know, um, or in your planner with like different colors, or just to make it more visual and make it a little bit easier to digest if you struggle with kind of seeing a bunch of things on the calendar. And then another thing might be to attach those habits to other routines. So, like if you do your spring cleaning, maybe that's a good time to start stocking up on certain things for summertime, or making sure that you are prepared for any trips that you have coming up, things like that. So I'm okay now physically, but yeah, you might hear me coughing or just sniffling a little bit. So yes, hello. Oh, hello. All right, let me put this here. Okay, let me look at some of our comments here. Oh yes, Eugene Kim. Oh yes. So Eugene Kim had commented to me, I believe, a couple weeks ago, and yes, they said that they'd be back as a YouTuber. So yes, put a link to your video in the chat if you want. I don't know if you can do that, but yeah, we would love to see it. I would love to check it out. So yeah, we don't know. YouTubers unite. I'm so happy for you that you did that. That you posted your first video. So yes, let us know. Nestor, buenos dias. Sí, sí, días, buenos días. Sí, bienvenido. Gracias por venir aquí otra vez, de nuevo. Sí, entonces, sí, continuamos. Hello, Nestor. Yay. Okay. Let me get myself together. All right. So this lesson. I'm not teaching you anything. This session is going to be us planning and scheming or working on stuff together. And I'm going to set up my weekly spread. I'm going to set up my habit tracker. I'm going to set up my to-do list and intention and all of that. So from here on out, I'm probably going to be a little more quiet because the more I talk, then the more I cough, and I don't want that for you. So let me rearrange some things on my desk, and please let me know as I'm rearranging if the sound goes out, because it tends to do that when I move my computer, and we don't want that. Okay, and I'm going to move this camera. Let's see, sniffles. All right. Oh, yay! Yes, vamos a planear. Okay. So yeah, think about some things that you forget annually that just messes up your whole life. And how can you plan better for that in the future? So you don't want to hear all that. I'm so sorry. We're going to move on. Let me get on with my weekly spread, and I will let you do what you do. Okay, let me get my materials here together. I have got to get some markers. What color did I do? I like to keep the same color for April. So I think this was right. And then get my marker. I don't think this is, that's not the same as what I used last week, but whatever. Wait. Okay. Yes. All right. So tell me in the chat while I get my little marker situation together, tell me in the chat how your week went. Tell me what you're working on. Tell me some different things that are going on for you. Say hi. Say hi to everyone in the room. Okay, I'm gonna use this color. I know that's not what I used last week. That's cool. And then of course my pen. And I don't. All right. I feel that I'm ready. All right, I'm going to put on some music to get us started, some lo-fi, and I am going to embark on my weekly spread, and you can watch along. Put that in the chat. Sometimes I go through it and I don't really stop to explain things, so I want to be better about that, but feel free to ask a question if you have any. Okay, hello, Court Spa. Good morning to you. I hope you're ready to plan with us or work on your weekly stuff with us. I'm going to get started with weekly spread. Oh, you saw some things. All right, there we go. Okay, so this morning I slept a lot. I didn't do a lot of pre-planning, so it's going to be slow going for me. some reason I cannot share my timer with you guys. So what I'm going to do, I'll just go ahead and set a timer for 5 minutes and actually commence. Sure. Okay. I'm gonna give you another, I'll say 30 seconds to just reflect and work quietly. Okay, let me turn this down for a moment. How did that feel? I hope that gave you a little bit of time to kind of calm down and reflect on the past week and how we can move forward into the coming week. I'm excited about it. I'm at least feeling better physically so I can do more and accomplish more. So, thank you so much for being with me today and helping me plan and keeping us all accountable by your presence. So I appreciate you. So I went ahead and just wrote the top portion of my weekly spread, and then also I wrote my intention of the week. That was difficult to write. I don't know why. And I'm sorry that I was coughing. I did try to mute the mic a little bit, so if you heard that, that's what was going on there. Let me take this off. Yes. Okay. So, intention of the week is I intend to demonstrate more confidence in knowing the cycles of life and the obstacles that are thrown in my path every year. I intend to get ready and stay ready for any craziness that comes my way. So, obviously, you can't plan for everything, but if you know that the same stupid stuff is happening every year, then we need to figure out a plan of attack and figure out how we're going to deal with that so that you don't have to deal with this stuff next year. That's what not what we want for 2026. So yes, I'm sick this year. No, next year, March 1st, all the way until June, I'm taking allergy medications whether I'm showing symptoms or not because I don't want to. Yeah, in the past I've had pneumonia, I've ended up in the hospital. All because I didn't just avoid the symptoms in the first place. So let's not do that. So yes, I hope that you are in that same mindset of just wanting to avoid those same stupid things that come up every year. So yeah, now I will continue with the rest of my weekly spread. I'm going to give us some more quiet time. As I do that, I'm going to set up my habit tracker and then set up the bottom portion of the page here, and then I'll set up my to-do lists and stuff on this side. But yes, so I'll be in and out. I'll be in and out. But let me go ahead and put on some more music. Everyone's so quiet, like I don't know what's happening. No, how's everyone doing? In the chat, like, are you planning? What you doing out there? I see Nestor. Okay, he said hi, Cork Spa. Y'all still here? Am I talking to myself? I don't know. Just saying, beautiful butterfly, you still here? Yes, I just hope it's all been a good week for you. And let me know if it was or wasn't a good week for you. Let me know in the chat. But I hope it was at least physically healthier than what I've been going through. But yes, I just hope that this coming week will be better for all of us, and we can all just move forward together and just pretend last week didn't happen. I don't know. All right. So, yes, let me know in the chat and we will commence. Oh, what's she doing? All right. Okay, so Miss Corkspot is working on her reading journal this morning. Oh my gosh. Okay. That is something that I always wanted to do. Just to keep a log. I assume it's a log of books that you're reading. So I hope I'm correct in that. And I've always wanted to do that just to have a record because I'll read a book and then just forget all about it. And that's not good. So at least keeping notes about them, keeping highlights, things that you enjoyed about those particular books. I think that's a wonderful practice. So I wish you much success with that, and I hope that if you feel so inclined, maybe you'll share a little bit of what you're working on. And yes, I hope that everyone is moving forward. All right, I'm just gonna stop talking. Okay, let me put on some music. I'm saying too much right now. We are gonna have another. What do we think? I'm gonna do another 5. Let me see if I can actually share my timer right now. And okay, it's not share. Wait. No. Okay, so it is 26 after the hour. I am going to set a 5-minute timer right now. Actually, start the timer. Imagine that. We're good to go. All right, we have another minute of planning time. Quiet planning time, that is. Hmm. That time went so fast. Alright, I wanna just turn this music down. Okay, yes, how are we feeling in this moment of planning and sharing and reflecting? Um, I hope that you are doing well with your planning and that things are starting to come together for you for your week. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna turn the air off. Okay, so I wanted to just share this part of my bullet journal. If you're not familiar with bullet journaling or how all the stuff works, one of the main components of it is having some sort of habit tracking system. So I've been doing this for a few years now. Love it. It just helps me kind of keep up with the daily thing I intend. I would not say that I do 100% of these things. Even I'd say that a perfect day is probably maybe 10% of the time. Oops. Okay, can you still see me? Can you still hear me? I just saw that there was like a connection lost thing going on. Okay. I'm gonna keep talking. But yeah, so yeah, that is what we have here is basically I'm just writing down things that I would like to do every day. So I write them in the order that I wish to do them throughout the day. And I put walk here at the bottom because I didn't have it last week. I add things and take things away from this all the time. And I hadn't been walking every day. And then I recently started as a way to kind of recover from my illness. And so, yeah, now I'm kind of walking 20 minutes a day. I walk in the afternoons versus the mornings. And that is actually a little bit better for me. I just like sunshine. I want sunshine. So yeah, I started doing that again. So I decided to officially put it back in the habit tracker after being gone for a couple weeks. And down here is just some space for the coming 2 weeks. And the reason I do that is because I just like to know. I like to know what's going on. Actually, I want to put. Mm, I've been doing this lately too. Is just putting a little space for the third week coming up. So that would be May 4th through the 10th. Dang, April is flying by, and already we're talking about May. So yeah, this is just to kind of look into the future a little bit. And now I had time. I didn't write our quote of the week. So the quote of the week. Oh, good. Okay, so I am back. All right. Yes. Oh, and yes, Miss Corksbrough, thank you so much. Yes, so that she had mentioned her the reading journal. So yes, that is what it is. It is a way to help remember what you read. I like this very much. So yeah, I just it's more creative. It's more just flowing. Girl. All right. So I'm very happy about that. And yeah, this is I want to share our quote of the week, which is going to be, I wrote it down, it's going to be always remember who you are. Know that you are never, ooh, okay, required to, okay, I can't read aloud and write at the same time, I'm sorry. Oh, see, apologize. And that is Yanla Van Zandt. Okay, let me read the whole thing. So, yes, our quote of the week is always remember who you are. Know that you are never required to apologize for being yourself. And that is by Yanla Van Zandt. It was tough picking a quote this week because I wanted to like kind of emphasize like, yeah, you need to know yourself and you need to know what your body doing every year and all just yearly stuff. And I just couldn't quite find anything that really captured the essence of what I wanted to say, but I like that quote. And yes, here we go. Um, so yeah, I do think it's important to just remember to be yourself. Don't have to apologize for it. We're all here struggling through these streets. We're trying to just make it through the day, doing the best we can, and there is nothing to apologize for. So, well, she did something bad, I guess, but intentionally did something bad. But yeah, just remember that. I hope you go forward into the week remembering that as well. So now what I'm going to do on my side is I'm going to go ahead and make my to-do list, my weekly spread. So I'm going to just section the page off equally in sevenths. And then I'm going to write the dates and check boxes for my to-dos. And so let me do that. And I feel like I'm going to go ahead and put on a little bit more music because we love it. And I hope that you are working hard over there. And we'll go ahead. I will see you again in another 5 minutes. Setting the timer now. Bam. Music. Look at me. We have about 20 seconds. Can't you do it? Oh my god. Oh, I hate those boxes. Hate those boxes. All right. Uh, I just have fun by myself, I swear. Okay, let me turn this down. Ah, all right, you guys. So yeah, I put in the chat that this little streak of light. So what had happened was my curtains fell down like probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was cool with it, like because at that time it was gloomy out. Like I didn't really know how the sun would go through the blinds that are still up there. So I was like, yeah, it's gonna be fine, cool. And now and not really knowing, the time of day that I do the live streams and all that. So now I have this. I don't know why it's like. Oh. So I was trying to remedy that. So I got a little squirrely and distracted for a moment dealing with that, and now I'm back. But yeah, I may end up putting the curtains back up, but that kills me inside because I'm moving in 2 weeks. So God. Uh, anyway, let me do these. Turn that off. This is my I wanted to say habit tracker. This is my to-do list. And oh, why'd I do this though? No, we don't have to-dos on Sunday. Oh, I was so caught up in checkbox mode. I do like to make these checkboxes so much. It's so satisfying to me. So I got a little carried away with that. But no, on Sundays, I don't like to hold myself to doing any sort of tasks. Like if I do stuff, that's great, that's gravy. But I try to make that a rest day. So yes, we want to rest and reflect. Planning, yes, okay, that's maybe my only real to do is just to plan my week. And then yes, the rest of these check boxes are for to dos for the week. And oh my gosh, tax day is April 15th, and I don't usually forget, but I just I would like to do if I could do it tomorrow and finish it tomorrow, that would be early for me. So I would be happy with that. So I want to put in big letters that Tuesday is tax day. How many of you in the United States have actually done your taxes? Give me a thumbs up if you've done your taxes already. You are my hero. I don't know why. It's like it's not even like I was a W-2 employee. Like it wouldn't even be that hard to do my taxes and just have the paperwork. Like I have all my paperwork in a pile. It's ready. But last night I couldn't sleep, so I did start at least putting my information in, but I didn't feel like going and getting my paperwork and stuff. So it was 2 a.m. I didn't feel like doing that. Yes. So this is my so basically I put events here on this side. I put appointments. I do what I call kind of light time blocking on this side just to say like, okay, 8 o'clock, I'm gonna be doing this. But obviously I can't fit the whole day in this little space. So I'm selective with what I put. And then on this side, I do my to-dos and I get most of my to-dos done for and that's it. Yeah. So here I will show you the entire thing here. And that is my weekly spread. And yeah, what? We have so much more time left. I don't know how I did that, but yeah. So I'm gonna see what I'm doing here. That's it. That's all I really even had to say. I'm done with you guys. No, I'm just playing. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this maybe a little bit shorter than my usual videos. Usually it's about an hour, but I am starting. Like the more I talk, the more I just. So I'm going to recuperate and reflect and rest. And I hope that you are reflecting and resting as well on this lovely Sunday. And yeah, let me know. Oh, look at you. Yes. Okay. Okay. Correspondence did her taxes. All right. Man. I don't know why. This is another annual thing that it's like, just do it. So yes, I will work on that. But I just wish you all a wonderful week. I thank you all so much for joining me. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope you subscribe. I will sound a little better than this next time. And I will have more videos. I do a video on Friday that deals more with therapeutic journaling, just writing out your feelings. So I hope you will check that out as well. And if you feel so inclined, just check that out and give me a like. Okay, okay, bye. All right. Oh gosh, you guys. I send you a big heart, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. I'm gonna give you the what do I have in my name? Okay. I'm gonna give you the upside down wave goodbye. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye. Oh gosh.